What's up, kittens? I have had a delicious day. I think I probably walked about 7 or 8 miles in total. The location of where the hotel is that I'm staying at, literally because it has free parking, and for me, and I know everybody's tolerance for what is walking distance, I feel like it is so centrally located. This morning, when I went on my walk to the arch, it took maybe 45 minutes one way, and then I made like a huge city loop and then came back up another street to take me to where I went for brunch, breakfast brunch. And which for me, like I'd rather walk really far in the beginning and then have a shorter distance on the way back to the hotel. And that's exactly how I planned it out. Is the place for brunch was about 40 minutes from the hotel, because it was 40 minutes from the arch. So it was essentially a whole loop, and then 10 minutes to the hotel. And then when I went back out to go get some barbecue, that was also like a 20-minute walk, which ended up being a loop in another really cute area in St. Louis that had a lot of food, the good sidewalks, which I mention that because in front of the hotel, they are doing construction. So a good portion of the sidewalk between the hotel and the metro station is actually like not even really usable. So keeping that in mind, because if someone were to have accessibility needs, that would not necessarily be the greatest direction to go in, because some of it was like literally me walking in the street. Nevertheless, I persevered and I made it to all the places that I wanted to go, and then some more. I really did have like a really great time here in St. Louis, and I had no idea what to expect other than the few YouTube videos that I had watched like in preparation for coming here, and being like, damn, there's some really, really good food here. So I'm very happy that I was able to eat great food, be able to walk everywhere I wanted to go. I haven't needed to use my car today. I did use my car yesterday when I went to the two different restaurants, the one in the hill for the fried raviolis, and then to Bailey's Chocolate and Dessert Bar, or Bailey's Dessert and Chocolate Bar. I will link it below because I don't remember exactly which one, the order of the words. However, that was the only time I needed to drive. And if I really wanted to drive, I could have driven to the barbecue place because there is parking there. However, I just feel like today's weather was like perfect for me, fall weather. And also like one thing I love about walking is that it is a reinforcement to myself that I have the abundance of time. Like I can choose to walk, not only because it's a thing I can do, like I can physically walk, there's an option to walk, and I also have the time to walk. So for me, when I can have that opportunity, because sometimes on the road it's not always possible, because if I'm just like staying in a random hotel or motel or Airbnb that's just literally I'm there to sleep, I don't always have the time and the space to actually go for a morning walk. So, and today I actually got to do a morning and an afternoon walk, because where the barbecue place was close enough to my hotel that I could actually go scurry over there on my lunch and then come back to keep working. Hashtag digital nomad life. Yeah, my reflection of the time here has been a really positive one. I definitely would come back. I will say that I feel super jazzed because I had a really great time here in St. Louis, and I equally had a super dope time when I was in Ohio City. And Cleveland, part of it is Ohio City, I think. Check the geographic information because I'm not sure. I'm like 99.9% sure that what I just said was accurate. Nevertheless, these were places that I had never been to before, and I was really like grateful to have manifested a reality of deliciousness and walkability and fun and just like overall high vibe experiences that I know for myself that I really enjoy doing. And yeah, now I'm just gonna continue working. I wanted to just kind of reflect on my day. Yeah, I'm grateful. Tomorrow, one thing that I got really lucky. I got really lucky because last night before I fell asleep, I said to myself, oh no, I think I booked my hotel for the wrong night after I leave here. And sure enough, I had booked, there would have been one night where I didn't have any place to go. So thankfully I was able to call up the next place and be like, can you change my reservation to be for tomorrow night instead of being the night after, which I was grateful that they were able to do that. The thing is that I didn't realize, this is the second time this happened to me, and this is one of those things where I think I know, like, I think I'm doing a really great job planning, and I'm not necessarily like mad about it at all. It's just more of like remembering that tomorrow is going to be another long day. So I'm very happy that I took the time this morning to meander, to walk, to just explore by foot, because tomorrow morning I'll probably do a short loop in the morning, literally just like around maybe a couple of blocks, and then that will be me coming back up into the room and then packing the car up to get on the road immediately. Tomorrow is more of just like one of those places where we're just pulling in, we're going to sleep, and we're pulling out to carry on to the next spot. I'm getting excited because this was like a really nice pause coming to St. Louis. Like, I really have enjoyed this time. I've really enjoyed this time like a lot. And now I am looking forward to really just like winding down quarter 4, December, November, October. Just like entering into November, entering into this more of like a hermit stage, entering into this experience of the collective, coming into this energy of the holidays, which for me is really more about just like the ending of the year and taking the time to reflect and seeing, based off of the calendar year, I guess you would say Roman Greco calendar, the ending of that as I prepare for 2023. So yeah, it's also kind of crazy to think that there's 2 months left of this year. Some days it feels like this year has been, every day has been 365 days. And then there's other days where it's like, it feels like it's gone by so quickly. It's just like blink, the day's over. So I'm working on having more of those blissful moments, having more of those moments where I'm not even aware of the time. Time is just happening. And actually this morning I was thinking in my head, because I've been listening to a lot of Abraham Hicks, and I was thinking to myself, oh wow, like I feel like I'm finally understanding the idea of time being a social construct, because I was thinking, if everything's happening at one time in like all possibilities, and I'm here right now experiencing this reality, I would be probably like feeling overwhelmed in a negative way and not being able to enjoy my manifestations if everything was literally happening at one time. And I've heard now, and this is definitely something that's coming through like as a really strong download, because I've now heard similar metaphors to what I'm about to say from multiple people from different, I guess you could say they all have law of attraction as kind of their foundational framework of what they're teaching and how they engage with their those who they're in service to. And it's the idea of, if I were to say, if I was sitting at home and I'm planning on a vacation, and then I say like, oh, eventually I'm just going to circle right back and be back home, then what's the point of going on the vacation? And it's that's idea of, it's not the destination, it's the journey. I'm going on a vacation. I'm going on this adventure because I don't know what's happening. I am manifesting love and joy and playfulness and groundedness and expansion. Like, these are things that I am desiring to feel doing this particular activity, rather than it necessarily being that I'm doing this activity to check it off my list so I can just, what's the point of even going on the trip, because I'm just going to end up back home anyways. It's not that's like the message that I keep getting. It's not about the destination. And no matter how many things that I manifest, no matter how many times that I Tetris my energy to match the necessary key or puzzle or whatever you are deciding to have, whatever clicks in your mind for how to get the energy to match the frequency of the manifestation, that's what's more important, is figuring that out, getting the energy to match, to be able to welcome those manifestations in and to say, like, I am worthy, I am deserving, I'm here because I match this frequency, while also understanding that because being a human being and being a soul having a human experience, there's always going to be this sense of new desire, new something, next, more, change. So it's really that sense of, yes, I do want to go on the trip because I want to have the experience. So yes, I'm sitting at home now, and then I'm going to circle back, and eventually, yes, I'll be back home, wherever that may be. It doesn't take away the value of the fact that I got to go on that trip, that I got to do that vacation, that I got to have those experiences and have those moments of contrast and have those moments of love and joy and all those things that I am cultivating and desiring to have. Still going on that journey. That's the purpose. Tetrising my energy to manifest a free car or to manifest oodles and oodles of unrestricted money coming into me in many different ways, manifesting the continuation of my digital nomad life. Those things are things that I am desiring, and it's what I need to do to get there. Tetrising my energy. So I was just watching the video that I had recorded earlier, and I realized that I didn't stop. Like, I didn't have like a conclusion. I kind of just like stopped in the middle of talking, which makes me think that an alarm went off and then I just got distracted and then I never circled back. So this is just me pre-editing, the pre-edit of being like, well, this is the end. I'm going to put a pin in it here. And actually re-watching myself talk about what I just talked about is like pinging me to think of so many other energetics and law of attraction and manifestation. So I'm excited actually to be going on this drive tomorrow, because I'm going to be able to have the time to actually, I think I've also said the word actually at least 4 or 5 times within the timer says 1 minute. So that's interesting. I wonder what is actually going on there. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up, as I am now going to start packing up this room, because like I said, I value, and what I've shared in the past is that I really love going on my morning walks. So I'd rather prep tonight so I have more time and less resistance and more ease tomorrow morning when I get up, to be able to say, feed the cats, get the last minute things together, get myself together, go for my walk, get the bell cart, pack up the car, and be on the road to the next place. I do wish I do desire to put St. Louis back on my list of places that I would enjoy revisiting, and definitely will include this whole place, this whole city again, for the opportunity of road tripping. If I happen to actually come through here again or have the opportunity to, I would definitely put it on.